business process is really allowing your customers to really focus on their clients and their core competency while you really take charge of their business processes and transform them with the use of analytics and technology. And if you step back and look at how this business was created, 7 or 8 or 10 years ago, it was very interesting. And the change from where it was 10 years ago to what it is today and what it is likely to be tomorrow is what is that movement of BPO to BPM, which I'm sure, Steve, you're going to get out of this session. But if you look back a few years, you will see, as Rohit said, that the focus was completely on people sitting in the West saying that here are a few tasks around a process that are repeatable, scalable, and can be run offshore from a location like India. So you then moved it across and played the wage arbitrage game. You focused your vendor at that point in time completely on delivering certain SLAs, covering certain instructions, and you never really wanted to get any strategic input or any new idea back from the vendor because the client knew best, right? But that model has changed dramatically today. I think the focus today has become much more, how well do you understand your client's business? Are you thinking like them? Are you seen as an advisor as opposed to just someone processing or performing operations? Do you have an end-to-end vertical view? So the reality is, if you look at our company and many other companies today, we have created an end-to-end vertical model inside the company. And when we say end-to-end, it's very different to having a sales engine that is verticalized and the rest delivering as a factory. In our case, if you look inside any of our business verticals, whether it is travel or insurance or healthcare or banking or whatever, you will see a business leader from the business supported by operations support people, sales support people, all the way till a domain university which is helping to train people. Now, the biggest comfort that end-to-end vertical model gives to a client is it enables them to understand that we look at their business the same way that they look at their business. We're not going in to sell a process. We're actually looking at their business the same way that they do. And therefore, to be able to operate like that, you need to really have people who understand the domain exceedingly well, who are people from exactly the same business, who can comfort the client in terms of the business knowledge, and over a period of time, allow the client to focus completely on business outcomes and not inputs, because that's really our job. Our job is to allow these guys to go out and compete in the marketplace and be better than their competition while being extremely comfortable with the fact that there is someone at the back end running all of it for them with people as experienced or more experienced than them who are now doing this for multiple clients, right? So that's one level of difference. The second level of difference that all of us have introduced is tremendous layers of technology. So technological kind of advancements in terms of platforms such that the process becomes far more efficient, but more importantly is driving what we loosely call non-linear models, right? In the old model, the client paid for the number of people you put on a process. But let's face it, who wants to pay for input? You want to pay for business outcomes. And therefore, by infusing a lot of technology, what's happening is, in the beginning, you start cannibalizing on your own revenues, but over a period of time, you're building tremendous comfort and trust with your clients. That's driving the new non-linear models of growth. And what we have done as a third differentiator is really infuse inside a client's environment very strong client-centric client partners, people with 20, 30 years of banking, insurance, healthcare, experience, who are able to have that conversation with the client and elevate every client to a strategic discussion. So if you ask me, that's a very big difference from 10 years ago. 10 years ago, all you said was, I want to get this done cheap. I want to move this to India. That model has changed. It's no more just India.
Yes.
All of us run global models today. We deliver from 10 countries and 31 centers. I'm sure Rohit, has as many. And that's the nature of the beast today. But the most important thing is, our client sees us as a valued advisor.